All right, man. First and foremost, I want to thank you. I really appreciate you sitting down with me and telling your story. I feel it's very important, to do these street interviews. It gives people a perspective on what it's like out here. And that's it, man. We're going to start from the beginning, all right? What is your name, age, and current living situation?
My name is Michael. I am 35 years old, and I am homeless.
Yeah, man, that's awful. I definitely empathize with you. It's hard out here, man. And I just think that nowadays being homeless is illegal, essentially. It's like they're trying to make it illegal. That's how I feel anyway. You can't go to a park no more and rest. They call that urban camping. And just the judgment, the callous judgment is awful, and I think that needs to change. Can you tell me a little about your journey and what life was like prior to you being homeless?
Well, for me, prior to being homeless, life was, I think, probably pretty standard for the most part. I mean, I worked a 9 to 5, I paid bills, I had an apartment, family. For me, what spiraled that led to me like ending up out on the streets was basically I was on my way to what I would have called the classic American dream. You know what I mean? I had a good job that I liked. I had a woman that I thought I loved, that I thought loved me. We were engaged. She was pregnant, and that fucking cunt whore cheated on me, left me for the other dude, and aborted my kid.
Man, that's awful.
From then, I went on like a 2.5-year spiral where all I did was like drink and drink more. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't work, I didn't do anything. I basically just lived off money that I'd already had or that I earned, doing whatever I needed to on the side. And
Okay.
I just drank 2.5, 3/5 of Jack Daniels or Jose Cuervo every day.
Drowning in sorrow, would you say, or no?
I was trying to drown the sorrow out, kinda.
Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't a very effective technique. It didn't really work. I would say more like I was trying to numb it as much as I could, and I was waiting for everything to be done, to die.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's hard. What's been the hardest part of being homeless for you, man?
I think the hardest part of being homeless is, for me, is probably managing my personal life, like with my family and like my legal situations, things like that. Because it's hard to keep up with the resources you need for certain things, and then.
Man, I definitely agree with you. What does a typical day living on the streets look like for you? Is it rhetorical? Like you said right now, it's hard managing resources and things of that nature. What say you?
It's redundant.
Okay.
I would say a different R word, redundant.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up every day, if I even go to sleep, and pretty much right away go to hustling up money.
Hustling up.
And then take a little break, and then that's every day, every night. More often than not, on those little breaks, it usually somehow leads to some argument or other with my wife, and then spend hours sometimes arguing, sometimes whole days. It's just
that's
redundant
awful.
and exhausting.
Yeah, so it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't, but it's good and bad at the same time. I get it, man.
I wouldn't even say good. There ain't no real good in it. The only good thing about my life really is
your companion.
the
That's what
hope
I
and
meant.
that I have my wife.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
everything else in my life, including a lot of the times my relationship with my wife is not a healthy one at the moment. It's not, and we both know it, and we're both kind of trying to figure it out. And, like, we know what we need to do. We're just trying to find the right time where, like, I don't know, like,
to get it done, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
it all takes time.
It's all
man.
gotta fall. Everything has to fall into place at the right time, kind of thing.
100%, I agree with you. Is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out? I would imagine there's quite a few, but could you elaborate on one or so? Or
could you repeat the first part of that?
Yeah, I was saying, is there a particular experience you've had while homeless that stands out?
I mean, there's lots of experiences that stand out.
Just one or so, something that happened maybe, or
I mean,
an instant.
I'm not really sure what's even, like, what kind of, like, I guess it just depends on stands out how, like, in what way. Like, I've had run-ins with cops that were, like, fucking fucked up.
Yeah, that's stuff. That's
like,
what I mean. How do the people
remember
out here
one
treat
time
you?
we were at a bus stop in Phoenix, me and my wife, and like, we were just trying to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, we just sat down. We'd been out all day, walking all night and day. We were in an area we didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't familiar with it. We were kind of in between, like we were moving locations basically to a new area.
Yeah.
Trying to kind of get a fresh start. And we ended up somewhere in Phoenix at this bus stop, just kind of sleeping. And I was like sitting and she's laying down, And these cops roll up on us and they basically tell us, they start trying to run our names and shit.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Giving us shit because, we're trespassing. And we're like, trespassing? What the fuck are you talking about? Trespassing on what? Like, we're at a bus stop. They're like, yeah, well, the buses ain't running, so you're trespassing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's
I'm like, dude, we're just sleeping here, dude. What the fuck? Like, this is like textbook classic picture image of what, like, if you looked in the dictionary under homeless, this is probably the picture you'd see is me and my wife sleeping at the bus stop, you know what I mean?
100%, I agree, man.
Yeah, and then, like, the cops, not only were they belligerent, disrespectful, and rude, I mean, like, the one cop told me, like, why don't you get your grill fixed or some shit like that, talking shit about my teeth.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Another
man.
cop was telling us, get your shit and go. Phoenix don't want you here, doesn't want your kind here. Your kind need to go somewhere else, like Tempe, where they love the homeless.
What?
And we were just like, our
that's
kind.
horrible.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what a word. Like,
yeah, really. Yeah, that's awful. That's so callous, man. And that's the thing, I don't know if people really know that goes on every day. I feel like America's lost what it's like to be empathetic or compassionate towards somebody who's less than, or essentially going through a drought, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. The way I've heard people talk and treat someone who's going through trial and tribulations. It's awful. I just don't, I don't respect it, and I think it's, it definitely needs to change, and that's what why I do what I do. What is the most common reason you see for people ending up homeless out here?
That's really hard to say. I mean, the most common is probably something related to addiction.
Okay.
But it's not by any means the only cause. And at the end of the day, more often than not, the problem isn't so much the becoming homeless, it's the getting back off the street. Because people always think that because they claim they have resources, and there are some resources, that means that, you become the homeless, well, if you don't want to be on the street, you'll just get a job, get an apartment, and go back to having a normal life. And it's not that fucking simple.
100%.
The resources that they do have are overwhelmed, flooded, and frankly, poorly managed and poorly designed. There's so much fucking wrong with the system and the way it's organized that
it's horrible,
it's
man.
next to impossible to get back off the streets. I mean, you can do it, and granted, for a lot of us, for a lot of people out here, it really would probably be more or less just as simple as just, getting clean and fucking going back to working the program or whatever. But it's not a simple program like they make it seem. They make it sound like, oh yeah, you go to the shelter, then you get a job, then you have a place and you're back on your feet. Nope. Nothing.
Not even, yeah, nothing. I don't think anything is that easy. Not to cut you off, but it's, for instance, like the rapid housing situation. I hear that's horrible. I mean, you can be in line for a voucher for 10 plus years just to get a home. So it's definitely not that easy, and I definitely empathize with you, man. It's horrible trying to, get out of being homeless versus becoming homeless. Definitely agree with your sentiment there. If you could speak to your younger self, what would you say, man?
I don't know that I'd say anything.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want to change anything. Like, there are things that I wish I could change, in a sense. But at the end of the day, like, life goes on, you know what I mean? And,
very true.
We are our experiences, so.
Just learning. Very good. What is something you wish more people understood about being homeless, man?
The lack of choice.
The lack of choice. That's a new one. That's good.
Like, people think that it's just a simple choice, and it's not.
100%. I feel like people are just a drink, check, slip, fall away from being homeless. So try not to be so callous or, disrespectful.
Judgmental.
Yeah, very judgmental. Yeah, just try not to do that. You never know when you're going to be in a situation. So it's the last thing you should do. Is there a person or organization that has made a positive and or significant impact on your life since you've been out here?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, we've got friends like Mike who used to drive around in the mornings for church on the street and hand out food.
Pastor Mike?
Yeah,
Or Pastor Gator?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
He's a good dude. Wears like a camo jacket usually, and he's got like long hair with some kind of wavy, curly almost, Good dude. Drives around in a truck and hands out food. And then
shout him out. That's awesome.
Yeah. And there's been others, there's been a lot of people over the years.
Yeah, that's amazing,
Some of
man.
them I still know. Some of them I see even now, like one of them lives right around here somewhere. And we used to know him downtown, but we see him around here every now and then, just walking around. Or like going to the store or whatever. It's kind of weird, almost serene, like.
Yeah, that's
weird
awesome,
just
man.
To see him in that different of a role.
Yeah, that's cool. That I always say anybody who goes out of their way to empathize with people and just help someone who's in a bad situation, I feel they're doing some kind of good. At the end of the day, everybody who's out here is somebody's child. So have a little respect. Can take you a long way. What are your hopes for the future?
I guess I hope that the future gets here sooner than later.
Okay.
With some better times. 'Cause
All right. What advice would you give someone going through a hard time?
It's just life,
Life, for
We're
sure.
all going through hard times periodically. It's just a matter of how you choose to deal with it, So
Very
you gotta
good.
make the best out of every situation. And just
Man, that's a
what you
good
make it.
answer. Yep, very good answer. What is a skill or talent you have that people might not expect?
I'm not really sure, because I don't really have much of an opinion or expectation of what other people would expect me to have
Yeah.
and not have. I've got a lot of interesting talents and tools that most people would not expect from me. Especially from
Hey, you're
me.
funny, man. That genuinely.
No, really though, like
Yeah.
half these people I talk to every day, panhandling and shit, like if they actually took 5 minutes to get to know me, even most of them would probably be like mind-bogglingly shocked. Like I might put, like some of the older ones might go into like comatose shock or something, end up in a coma or something. Like I don't know.
I noticed something real quick. You're very smart, man. I noticed that right away.
I don't know
Yep.
about all that.
Nah, you're a sharp guy, man. You've been through it. You know, so I could tell. Well, you know, last but not least, I told you it wouldn't be that long, man. I don't know, you know, do you happen to have a Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, anything like that, just in case anybody wants to help out or, you know, throw a little something your way?
Yeah, I mean I do, but I haven't accessed them in years. I don't even remember what they are right now. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, it's all right. Definitely, I definitely thank you, man. This has been outstanding. It's been a great interview. I feel like, you know, whoever watches it can definitely take a few things from it, and you know, that's what we're trying to do here, man. I really appreciate you. If I see you again and you feel like doing an update, is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Yep.